Bienvenidos a este desayuno sobre el Premio Nacional a la Defensa de los Derechos Humanos. As Director of International Affairs at the Church of Sweden, it's an honor for me, Erik, that Church of Sweden is part of this important prize, the Colombian National Award for the Defense of Human Rights. I'm sending this message to you, representing Colombian media. As media, you play a decisive role for the development of society and in the protection of human rights. Your reports from the remotest parts of the country, your analysis and comments on the situation for human rights in Colombia have been crucial for the promotion and defense of human rights and has often put you journalists at risk. In Colombia, both journalists and human rights defenders continue to be among the groups most at risk. According to well-recognized international organizations such as Frontline Defenders, Colombia is currently the most dangerous country in the world for human rights defenders. Of 281 defenders murdered worldwide last year, 217 were killed in Latin America and 85 in Colombia alone. And it's especially worrying that the violence towards human rights defenders is increasing, at the same time as a ceasefire was agreed between the government and the FARC-EP, and the country is taking important steps towards ending the armed conflict. This year, the call to the Colombian National Award for the Defense of Human Rights received a total number of 73 nominations from 18 departments around the country. And that's the highest number of nominations received. And this is yet another reflection of the critical situation for human rights defenders in Colombia right now. Church of Sweden believes that human rights defenders play a critical role in the peace process. They have worked for peace over decades and continue to contribute to peace building now in these critical times. Our aspiration is that the Colombian National Award for the Defense of Human Rights can contribute to making the work of human rights defenders more visible and less dangerous. This is why we have invited you to this meeting and to the award ceremony on the 19th of September. The nominees this year reflect the fantastic diversity of human rights defenders that work in Colombia. Those working with women's rights, indigenous people's rights, Afro-Colombians' rights, to name a few. I thank you for coming to this meeting and hope that you will take the opportunity to meet with and interview the nominees for the prize, to learn more about their long-term commitment and important work for peace and human rights in Colombia. Gracias e bendiciones.